Assalamu alaikum. How's everybody doing? Good? I'd first like to start my presentation using a small story. And this story is about 3 little monkeys. Now, what these monkeys don't know is that they are part of an experiment. And in the experiment, they're stuck in a container. Now, in there, they have with them a small supply of food that can barely keep them alive. In the container, they have a ladder that's leading up to a platform. And on this platform, they have a lot of food. So the monkeys see this platform, and their first reaction is, well, let's go get the food. So the first monkey goes up the ladder, and as he's going up, the conductor of the experiment comes, and he sprays everybody on the ground, including the monkey. So the monkey retreats, so sad. Now, the second monkey comes up, and as he's doing the same thing, climbing up the ladder, the conductor comes and sprays everybody else on the ground. So after a while, the monkeys learned that the ladder is a no zone. Nobody should go near the ladder. So after a while, one of the older monkeys is replaced with a new one. Now, because this new one doesn't know any better, and as he's going up to the ladder, the other monkeys gang up on him and they beat him down. So the monkey goes, well, why did you beat me up? And they don't answer because monkeys can't speak. But that's beside the point. So after a while, the conductor comes again, and he replaces one of the older monkeys. So now we have 2 monkeys that have never been sprayed with water, and only one of them that has been sprayed. So the second monkey does the same thing because he's so naive. He goes to the ladder, and as he's going up, the other 2 monkeys, including the one that's never been sprayed, they gang up on him and they beat him down. Now, when the third one is replaced, the same thing happens, and unfortunately, he's also beaten up. So one of the monkeys, as he's wandering around in the container, he spots a ladder that nobody seemed to notice before. It was maybe left behind on purpose, but nobody seemed to notice it. So as he's going up, and the other monkeys see him, they go, "Are you stupid? What are you doing? Are you trying to get sweat again? Don't go up there. You'll never reach what you want. You're wasting your time, your effort, so just don't go there. Just leave it as it is. We're happy with the food that we have." But he had a vision. He had a dream. He wanted to reach something more important than what they just had on the floor. And so he goes up the ladder, and as he's going up, he stumbles. But he goes on. He goes on until he finally reaches his goal. Now, the other monkey's on the ground, and he goes like, "Suckers," but whatever. So the monkeys see him, that he finally reached the goal that they've all been waiting for. And so they follow him right away. Now, how does this connect to network marketing? Well, because the first thing that you hear when somebody tells you that I'm in a network marketing industry, he goes, "Ha ha ha, look at the idiot. He's doing something new. He's doing something that's never been tried before. Why don't you just stick with the old things that we already know?" But what they don't know is that this person is taking a risk on something that he actually believes. So why do people bring him down? Important question. First, let's talk about the history of network marketing, how it all began. Early network marketers weren't actually called network marketers. They were referred to as peddlers or hawkers. Now, these people were traveling salesmen, as in they had products, and they went to people and told them about their products, and that's how they sold them. For our first example, Mr. Henry Heinz. Of course, everybody knows the famous ketchup bottle, right? The one you order when you get a large fries. Anyway, so Henry Heinz started his company by having 400 salesmen go out, and they would tell his people about his grocery products, such as ketchup and pickles, to people who didn't already grow them. Another example is Mr. Asa Sandler. Not sure how it's pronounced, but... So, Mr. Asa Sandler bought the recipe of Coca-Cola from the original creator, which is John Pemberton. He bought it for $2,300 in the 1860s, which is a huge sum of money at the time. Now, how he marketed his product is that he would go to restaurants and tell them that I have this new recipe for Coca-Cola. And so he would go, and they would buy the recipe from him, and that's how he made a huge fortune. Now, let's talk about more of the history. The first official network marketing company is called Nutrilite, and it was launched in 1945 by a doctor called Dr. Carl F. Ronberg. Now, these facts aren't really important. What I'm looking for is something beyond this. So, what is network marketing? You probably figured out from the name that it's a form of advertisement for something, but how does it really work? Well, the trick is that network marketing doesn't use any advertisements whatsoever, no commercials, but instead it uses something called the word of mouth. The word of mouth is basically something that we do every day. For example, you go to the movies and you see movie X, and movie X is really, really good. You really liked it. So you go to your friends and tell them, dude, did you see movie X? It was mind-blowing. It was insane. You should go see it right now. And so he goes and sees the movie. And unknowingly, you just marketed for the movie without even noticing, which is why network marketing is so easy to grasp by many people, because it's something that we already do naturally as humans. Now, the people who are joining the company are called IRs, or independent representatives, sorry. And these people are people who basically go out and market the products for the company. Now, here are where some of the criticisms start to begin, where people mix up something called pyramiding with network marketing. First of all, let's talk what is pyramiding. First of all, pyramiding is illegal, and it is a form of fraud. Why is that? Because for any company to be legal, it has to either offer products or services. And most pyramiding schemes don't even offer any products or services. You just go and you pay money up front. And even if they do have a product, it's often completely worthless, like paying $500 for this. Not really a rational idea. Now, what do network marketing companies offer? First of all, they're legal, completely legal in any country, except certain ones, for unknown reasons. Now, network marketing offers products and or services. Some companies offer both, which is why they're completely legal in that sense. However, there are some companies which are disguised, they are pyramiding schemes, and they're disguising as network marketing companies, so you should always research the company before actually entering. Now, there are two main forms of network marketing. The first one is TMLM, and there's BMLM. Now, you really need to focus on this point because it's kind of hard to grasp. TMLM stands for traditional multi-level marketing, or network marketing. BMLM is binary multi-level marketing. Now, what's the difference? This is an example of TMLM. So the blue dot is you, and the red dots are the people that you've brought in for the company, the customers that you've brought in. So for each person you receive on the first level, the company tells you, we will give you a commission of $40. So the total on your first level, you have $80. For the second level, the company tells you, because you haven't directly brought them in, you will only receive $30 for each individual, giving you a total of $120. Now for the third level, because you still haven't directly brought them in, the money is decreasing, and for each person you only receive $20, bringing your total to $160. Now, who here, if given the opportunity, would join this company right now? Who here sees this as a good job? Okay. But there's a small problem that you're not noticing here, is that the money is getting less incrementally. So you're going from 40 to 30 to 20 to 10 to 0. Now, what do you do once you reach the 0? You have to buy another product and start this whole process all over again. Now, obviously nobody wants to do that, so let's go on to the second option, binary multi-level marketing. Now, here, the company will give you a fixed income for each person that you bring in. So instead of the money getting less, it stays the same for each person, even if you didn't directly bring them in as customers to the company. So on the second level, instead of getting $120, you get $160. And on the third level, you receive $40 for each person. And in the total, it's not $160 anymore in the previous scenario. It's now $320. Who sees this as a more viable option? Very good. Now, what advantages could network marketing possibly offer you? Well, you have an extra income and extra time. How do you get extra time if you already have a previous job? Well, because you put your working hours. As in, nobody is forcing you to work. You choose when to work and with who to work with. So you choose your staff that you're going to work with, plus the working hours. And the second advantage which I see for network marketing, and it's my favorite, is that you have no boss. Meaning that nobody's telling you that you have to work at this time or else you're going to get deducted from your payment. Who here likes their boss? Honestly, who here likes... Okay. Who here of the students likes all their teachers? I really doubt that. So, has anybody sat with a friend and goes, I hate my teacher so much, he makes my life miserable. Why does he do this to us? Is he not human? Very nice. So your upline in network marketing isn't actually your boss, he's more of your coach. He helps you, he pushes you on, but he does not force you to do anything. You have to have the will in order to continue. So, here's where some of the criticisms also arise. From the economic standpoint, why some people say that network marketing is bad and that it destroys the economy and that the economy eventually goes down as network marketing companies increase. So I have a small diagram that explains why it does the exact opposite, as it actually increases the economy. Mr. Karim Deeb. Okay. So let's first start with the GDP. The GDP is the gross domestic product. The way it's calculated is that you have the total market value of all products and services produced inside your country, plus the money that you take in from your exports, minus the money that you pay for your imports. And this is basically how a country's economy is measured. So the GDP affects something called the national income. Now, the national income is something that, as working people, you receive. For example, a person working in the national income is how much money is inside your country. For example, a person working in the government receives his money from the national income. So, the national income affects something called consumption. And consumption is basically something that you do every day. When you go out and you go to store Y and you buy a shoe, that's consumption, when you buy a service or a product. There's something else that you could do with your money besides consumption. You could save it. For example, you put it in a bank, or you keep it تحت البلاطة, as they say بالعامي. So consumption and savings affect something called investments, as in how much investing is happening in each country. For example, when you put your money in a bank, the bank just doesn't leave it there. It puts your money into ongoing projects, as in you're helping the economy go around. And what do these investments do? They pay taxes to your country, increasing the GDP. Everybody see how it links up there? Good? So, another aspect of the economy. This is basically how an economic cycle works in any country. You start off at the peak. The peak is basically the highest level of the economy, as in your country can't get any better. And then you have something called the trough, which is the lowest possible level of economy. Now, and the other peak. So, as you're going down from the peak to the trough, this is called recession, as in your economy is declining, it's getting even worse. The period of the recession usually lasts around 18 to 32 months. Everybody's following me? كله مركز؟ مش مركز؟ طب ركز. So, the period of incline from the trough to the peak is called booming, or recovery, as in you're recovering from the bad state that your country has been in. So, what do network marketing companies do to help solve this problem? For example, in the period of recession, you have a very high rate of unemployment. People don't have jobs. People can't find enough jobs because the government can't offer enough. So, network marketing companies come and tell you, if you have an unemployment rate of 10,000 people, for example, we will take in 5,000 people to work for us, and so you have 5,000 people less to deal with in terms of unemployment. Help? Guys? And I would like to wrap up my presentation using a video. And this is an address from President Bill Clinton, former United States President Bill Clinton, talking about how network marketing companies increased the economy.
I am delighted to have this opportunity to talk to so many of the salespeople who help our economy grow and help keep the American dream alive for millions of Americans. In America, if you work hard and play by the rules, if you take responsibility for yourself and your family, you should have all the opportunity you need for a better future. That's America's basic bargain. It's what I've worked to promote as president, and it's what the work of direct selling helps to promote each and every day. You strengthen our country and our economy not just by striving for your own success, but by offering opportunity to others. You're also part of a global movement that promotes enterprise and rewards individual initiative, and you've seen remarkable growth both at home and abroad. Last year, there were more than 7 million Americans in the direct sales industry. An average of 69,000 new distributors and salespeople join your industry every week. In addition to providing opportunity, you build our American community. Americans from every walk of life, every race, every creed are seizing the opportunities of direct sales. More than 300,000 of you are over the age of 65. More than 500,000 of you have some kind of disability. 3/4 of you are women, trying to strengthen your families and raise strong children without the fear that a glass ceiling will hold you down. In a very real way, your work promotes our values all around the globe. There are now more than 21 million direct salespeople worldwide doing business in 125 countries. I've followed your industry's growth for years now, and even I was amazed to learn that there are more than 100,000 direct salespeople in Russia and over 600,000 in China. But we need even more of the kind of opportunity direct selling represents. Your industry gives people a chance, after all, to make the most of their own lives. And to me, that's the heart of the American dream. I thank you for keeping it strong for so many millions of people and for expanding it to more people every day. Thank you for your work. God bless you, and God bless America.
That's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.